see if we're live. And I think we are live. What's up, YouTube? This is Heartless, and we are back in the mausoleum, the doghouse, where heads get chopped off. MAG, more about gaming. I got my boy Reaper and my boy Craig. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, gentlemen.
What's going on, everybody? It's T Reaper, and I'm back. I did plan to do an upload today, but I'm going to talk a little bit of what that upload is about today, so maybe I won't have to upload it. I've been having kind of a positive and a negative week. I've got some good news, I got some bad news, and hopefully I got a bright future in store in the coming months. But we'll just have to wait and see. I'm not holding I'm not clutching on to anything just yet. But I have I'm grateful to be here, and I got some opinions on that Red Dead 2 video that Heartless actually pushed up today. And I got some opinions on Mr. Saltiest Gaming's video, which was pretty good. I just disagree with what he was actually talking about. And then I have some opinions of my own about the value of gaming and how people should have their own cash.
Interesting. Craig.
Here we go. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Craig Simmons. This is Gaming TV, and you know how it is. I'm back with my man Heartless, my man T Reaper, and I'm ready to talk about these games, man. You know how I go, man. Red Dead is coming out, pre-orders out. Scorpio, Xbox One X is doing good. So it's a great day. Cuphead, hard as hell. It's gonna make you pull your hair out, maybe throw your Xbox out the window. But anyway, let's get it. Let's go.
All right, let's get on the hottest topic, Red Dead Redemption 2. The trailer, we all seen the trailer. How you guys feel about it? The video, for those of you who are watching this right now, I uploaded a video earlier of Red Dead Redemption 2, but realized some of the information I put in there wasn't that accurate, so I took it down. And we're going to cover up the accurate information here. Reaper, if you don't mind.
Okay, so Red Dead Redemption 2, if memory serves, I think that's a 2000. I think that is 2012.
Yeah, it came out in 2012. Yeah,
it's a 2012
okay.
game.
See, I never played the first one.
Yeah, okay, yeah. See, I'm like, I knew someone wasn't gonna be the one to understand how the story goes. So okay, so the first one, basically, 2012, decent five-year-old game. It's a Western, so much fun on the 360. And the story basically goes how John Marston is, a member of this old gang that he left behind, and he is now helping he helped the United States, service hunt down his old gang and bring them to justice. So basically, he was an outlaw. Then he got caught, and now he has to make
had to change the heart.
He had to make recompense with the with the government to make a deal with them. So in order for him to go home and see his family, where the government has his family hold up, he has to hunt down his old gang and bring them to justice. So he basically has to make recompense for him. Since during that game, they talk about a little bit about how that gang was formed and what his part is. That's also where he met his wife. That's also and they left the gang to start a family, and in that game you actually get to meet his son. The interesting part about the second one from the trailer, it looks like, is that it takes place 5 years before the events of Red Dead 1. So it can't be the origin story, but it could possibly be the story about how he actually was forced, how he left the game. Because in the first one, the gang members want nothing to do with John Marston, and they want to kill him. So and he wants to basically kill them. So, and he's actually looking for his old gang leader Dutch, who you at the end of the game you find, you kill, he falls off a cliff. This is the really cool thing, is this is a prequel not a sequel. And the reason it's not a sequel is because at the end of the first one, the main guy, John Marston, he basically gets betrayed by the government and gets shot to hell. He gets basically blown to bits. And
so basically, you didn't do spoiler alert. Did he die?
Yeah, he dies. So that's why it's not a sequel and not but it is a prequel. But with all the hints from the trailer, it sounds like John Marston will be in the game somehow, some way, because you don't play as John Marston, you play as a different outlaw who's also part of the same gang. So, and you also see Dutch, who was the main villain in the first game. So, that kind of shows that there is, a link between the first story and the second one. How that link connects, we don't yet know because there's not enough information, but I'm guessing it's going to be kind of an interesting, backstory being told. Also, at the end of the first one, when that final cutscene happens and the main guy dies, it fast forwards 10 years and you actually become the son in the epilogue. So they could have made a sequel if they honestly wanted to with the son piece of it, but they chose to do a prequel instead. And I think a prequel would make a better story about how the gang fell apart and how John Marston was set in Red Dead 1 on a course of revenge, basically. So it looks actually really dope. But I'm looking forward. But it says spring 18, so it says spring 2018. So I'm looking forward to in the spring actually testing that game out and actually playing it to see how long it is. Is it actually longer than the first one? And it sounds like it has all the quirks of the first one, maybe a little bit more evolved too. And I know Heartless.
You can pre-order it now, right?
Yeah, you can pre-order. Yeah, I already have mine paid off. The cool thing about the first one was like you could rob banks, you could rob you couldn't fully rob trains though. So I hope they fix that. I hope that you can actually rob trains.
Well, they show the emphasis of the train scene in the trailer. Cause like I said, I never played the first one.
Yeah,
and the first one is pretty good.
The first one, the big emphasis was that you could rob banks.
Yeah, rob banks.
That was the big emphasis. You were supposed to be able to rob trains, but then they never added it, which kind of sucked. All you could do is just go on the train and ask everybody to put their hands up, and you could probably rob them that way. But there was no safes on the trains, which was always the fun part of robbing a bank.
Also, it was time-consuming riding the damn horse all over the map. I mean, there were some jump areas, but like for some of the key areas, you had to ride a horse, and like it was just time-consuming.
It also looks like this takes place in a different location than what the original one takes place in, because it's got crocodiles. So and then
they show people getting ate up.
Yeah, it's got crocodiles, and then the first one it was Texas border of Mexico concept. So
right.
That's what the first map was. Now this time it looks like it's a different map with a different maybe Louisiana, maybe
possibly
with the crocodiles and all that fun
in the bayou stuff, so. in
the bayou, yeah. So maybe it's a Louisiana setting. We don't know yet, but it does look pretty dope, and at least they gave us a trailer to look to mull things over, and the cutscenes look beautiful.
If the cutscenes is any inclination on how the game is going to go, as far as like the storytelling, the drama, because like apparently his mama's in debt because of the daddy. It pulled me in, and it's basically I never played the first one, but backwards compatible. Thank God for that Xbox, man. That's a great thing. I might actually pick it up maybe this weekend or maybe over the Christmas shutdown when I shut down and play the first one. Might not complete it 100%, but play enough where I can get the story, because damn, if that trailer didn't pull me in. And then it's Rockstar, man. Like I said, I wasn't a big Grand Theft Auto guy. I played 4 a little bit on the 360 for like 2 weeks, and I let it go. But something about Grand Theft Auto 5, it was like they put all their years of Grand Theft together, and they made a great game, man. 5 was amazing. I played the hell out of 5, and for someone who never played Grand Theft and 5 pulled me in like that, and that seems like what they're doing with Red Dead 2. I never played the first one, but it's making me want to play this one.
Yeah,
so I'm hooked. I'm thinking about picking up the original one, like I said, backwards compatible. It's like what, $9, something like that too. It's pretty cheap, so I think I might cop that and play it either over my Christmas break or whatever.
The first one was a lot of fun.
I feel like I missed out now.
The first one was a lot of fun, and I had a lot of fun times, tying people up, putting them on train tracks, watching them get run over. I had a lot of fun. Lassoing people and dragging them behind on my horse. I had a lot of fun robbing banks. I also I stopped playing GTA 5 after I hit 8 million and had like a penthouse and like a whole bunch of cars and a yacht and a chopper and planes everywhere. So I stopped playing after I had everything. So I didn't play GTA 5 as long as I played Red Dead, because at least Red Dead I played the story. GTA 5 I never played it for the story. I just played it for the online piece. And the online piece for Red Dead Redemption 1 was insane. Like you'd be going around the pasture and just get shot from like 2 miles away. That was insane.
And see, that's the thing too with with Grand Theft. I didn't do the online because not trying to put nothing out there, but my 360 was modded, so I got it for free. I did get the online component, but at the time, it was broken. It was supposed to have the because I had it on 360, so we were supposed to have, what was it? What was the joint everybody was bragging over? They doing it now. You get online, everybody get together, you go rob banks and shit.
Heist.
What was it called?
Heist.
The heist, yeah, the heist didn't
heist.
work on the 360 PS3 version. So I just ran through the campaign and I called it a day. And when I bought my PS4, I bought it like year 2 after it launched, and it came with Grand Theft, but at the time the heist still wasn't going. So I traded that shit in. I wished I kept it. At least had it on one of these next gen systems. Preferably the Xbox, but I got it free with my PlayStation. But I should have kept it, but I traded it in. They gave me $50 for the motherfucker though, so I couldn't resist. But I wished I kept it, man. That's the only bad thing, because now I feel like I'm missing out, because they giving tons of content away for free with that game. And every time I go to buy it, man, I just can't drop $30 on a game that was out. Technically, I would say last generation, even though it's been given the next gen treatment or current gen treatment and stuff. But I just can't drop $35, $40 on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I feel you.
But I'm definitely getting Red Dead too.
Yeah, you definitely got to play the first one though. First one is a good game. It's at first, I ain't even gonna lie to you. When I first got introduced with Red Dead Redemption, I didn't really like it at first, because it was slow at first to me, and because I was one of those gamers. I was an impatient gamer at the time, and I was just like, man, what is all the hype about it? You know what I'm saying? But as as the campaign started going on and on and on, I was like, damn, this game is pretty lit. I kind of like it. And I found myself spending so many hours on it, and like the ending was just so freaking tragic. You know what I'm saying? That ending, I don't want to spoil it for you of how John Marston died, but
T Reaper done got it though. So
oh,
it's good. You go ahead.
You sure?
I'm positive, but this game's like what, 5 years old?
When the man came out that barn, man, and that many bullets came flying through his chest, man, that really, really broke my heart. Like I was like, oh man, like I felt them shots. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like
y'all making me buy that shit tonight.
I'm telling you, man, I felt them shots because the game was like a soap opera. You know what I'm saying? You started to care for the main character. You know what I'm saying? You wanted him to do better. You wanted him to progress. You know what I'm saying? And then for when you got to the end, and it was just like, yo, man, why? Like it was like one of those. It was like a sad breakup. You know what I'm saying? And it left you feeling like bitter as hell. Like what the fuck? Like it really, really, really tore me up, man. That ending. I ain't even gonna lie to you, but it was an incredible game, man. So my advice to a lot of individuals, never judge a book by its cover, because I assumed the game was like, I was like, wow, this game looks trash, and I'm tired of hearing people talking about it, so let me actually try it out to see what it is. And I actually walked in there with a negative mindset. And actually, after beating it, my mind was just blown away to how amazing the campaign and how put together the game was. You know what I'm saying? And it made me regret. It made me regret not buying it on launch. You know what I'm saying? Because I bought it when it was the Game of the Year edition. When it was like, when it was like for $30, and you get the Game of the Year with all the horses and stuff like that, all the add-ons and the zombie add-on and DLC and stuff like that came with it. I had got that version of it, and it made me regret, like, damn, I should have bought this and supported and paid full price for this, because this was full price quality. Like, I really enjoyed the game. I can't even express it.
Well, I will say this. Like I say, dealing with the Rockstar games that I have played, Grand Theft Auto 4, Grand Theft Auto 5, LA Noire, Rockstar delivers. I mean, like LA Noire, by any means, that game, real talk, should not have been as good as it was or a success, because it was, if any other developer would have done it, I don't think they could have pulled it off. With the interrogations, you got to look at the facial animations, you got to, like, is this bitch lying? Is this motherfucker lying? To where, you're investigating shit at the crime scenes, to the chases. Rockstar, like I said, Rockstar is an amazing developer. And
they deliver. They deliver.
They deliver.
They do deliver. But my biggest pet peeve with Rockstar is their productivity. I really feel like they need more studios or whatever to, to boost up the production. Not boost it up to rush the product out, but to, like, produce more games in a timely fashion. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but see, that's my thing, though. But see, man, we know they take their time. Lord knows they do. But it's quality. But look at Mass Effect. Who the people that do Mass Effect? EA and who is damn. Because I picked up Mass Effect and Andromeda.
I hear Andromeda was bad, man. I never played it, but I heard it was bad.
Andromeda was not bad. It was a decent game.
I never played it, though.
Yeah. Now, I will say this. The first Mass Effect to me, which everybody calls it the space, what do they call it? The space opera. It was too slow for me. But I played the second one. I played the third, bits and pieces, never complete them. But
I like the first one.
I think the first one was way too slow.
I
like the more action pace.
It started off slow, but it started picking up. It started picking up.
See,
man.
But look how. But look how that everybody's doing Andromeda. Now, granted, like T Reaper said, Andromeda to me, from what I played, I'm only like 2-3 hours into it. It's just I got too many games right now that I'm jumping around the place. But Andromeda, from what I played, was good. It had little quirky facial animations here and there, but what game doesn't have certain glitches here and there? You know what I'm saying? Nothing is 100% perfect.
Right, like 2K. But 2K has those issues as well. Like in 2K, I think it was 2K17, the career mode. Like some of the what you call it? Like the facial expressions was kind of out of whack. In the career mode now, I'm just talking about career mode. But I was just making a point from what you say. Like, not every game is perfect.
Yeah, nothing is perfect. Even Gears, good as Gears is, nothing is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Halo, Uncharted, nothing is perfect. But I think the main reason people ridiculed that game was because, Xbox guys got to play it first with EA Access. But, and then, two, they broke that studio up. And apparently the team that did the original 3 didn't work on this one. And, I think Rockstar got a good thing going with the games they do release here and there. They good. And me personally, especially getting it more and more now into the Grand Thefts now, I'm looking forward to eventually 6 once they start making 5 DLC and stuff.
Right.
And like I say, Red Dead 2, I'm actually excited. So I don't know about breaking them up. I'm a big fan. Like, okay, Rockstar don't make the money on Grand Theft Auto 5. Lord knows they did. They should be able to add to it.
For real.
But as far as breaking that studio up, no, but they should be able to add to it.
No, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like they need to. They need to like boost up production. Like, they need to make more studios. You see how what's the name? Ubisoft got studios all over the place. They got a studio in the West. They got studio in Canada, foreign companies. Like, I really feel like Rockstar needs to, branch. What I'm trying to say is they need more studios. You know what I'm saying? So that way,
but this is
while one studio is focusing on one game, another studio is focusing on another one.
But this is the thing, though. Don't break up the studio that did like the Grand Theft. Don't break them up.
No. Don't break them up. Keep them. Just add. Yeah. I get what
don't break
what you're
them
saying.
up.
Yeah, don't break those guys up, but instead have those guys train the new guys. You know what I'm saying? And then get the old guys approval.
I guess like a mentorship.
Yeah, like a mentorship. And then when the project is finished, take it back to the original fellas for approval, and then boom. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having us wait X amount of years for another project. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they're already talking about. There's words of, I want to see another LA Noire too. I want to see another LA Noire. That shit was amazing. I love that game.
I do. And that's another game. Like I said, me and the wife played together. Man, like we playing Cuphead, and then she getting me killed. But anyway, but yeah, LA Noire. Me and her took turns playing that, and it was something we did together. It was cool. And she said it was hard.
The horror game.
Oh yeah, it was a hard game we was playing. Come on, Last of Us. Yeah, we played The Last of Us together too. So, stuff like that is cool. But
right,
man, I don't know, man. This Red Dead though, I'm excited. I might go buy mine. Like I said, I don't spend a lot of money, man. Between the new X coming out,
I'm
buying the iPhone X.
You're about to have a whole X house. You got the iPhone X. You got the Xbox One X. Like, you got like everything is X. You know what I'm saying?
And look, I'm trying to convince the old lady to let me buy a new TV because, like, I got a 4K TV, but it don't do HDR. I really want.
You need that.
I want an OLED.
You need that.
Yeah, I have a 4K TV, but it doesn't do HDR. I wish I did. I wish I had both, but I don't. But as long as it's 4K, I'm cool.
Now, T Reaper, I agree with you on that because when I'm gonna take y'all back to E3 now. If you watch Xbox's E3 on Mixer, they gave you a type of 4K, which depending on your internet speed and shit. But when they were showing them games, and I can obviously tell the difference from how it looked now on my standard Xbox One and my Xbox One X. That damn cover, that press conference looked amazing. And I was like, this is what this shit's gonna look being streamed without HDR. I can only imagine.
But let me say this.
Actually, right here in your face.
Let me say this. It depends on what TV you actually have that requires HDR. Like, for instance, if you have a Vizio, I feel like you don't really need HDR because it kind of oversaturate the colors. Similar to what Samsung phones and its Super AMOLED displays. It's kind of oversaturated. Like, it makes the red a bit bloody. Like, don't get me wrong, red looks good, and even when you tweak up the settings, you configure your color settings and stuff like that, it's still, in my opinion, it still oversaturates it just a tiny bit. But I honestly, because I have my other 4K TV isn't HDR, and like I don't mind playing video games on that. Or I don't mind watching movies, you know what I'm saying, without the HDMI activated. So it's not a deal breaker to, you know what I'm saying, it's not a must have. Like, oh my God, I gotta get a TV for the HDR. But I do, it's a plus when it comes to movies. Don't get me wrong. It is a huge fucking plus. But when it comes to gaming, I don't really think it's that much of a plus unless you got a Samsung TV or a LG TV, because LG TVs tend to be washed out. Like, the blacks tend to be real washed out. Like, you'll get a grayish black. It'll be like, and Samsung, same thing with their quantum dot displays. If it's not HDR, then yeah, your color's pretty much washed out. When I mean by color, I mean the black levels.
And see, that's what I'm on now. I'm in my bedroom right now. I'm on my LG, and it's just 1080p, like I said, 3D. But the colors are good. And like I said, I play Gears up here. I play Halo. I've been playing the Forza 7 demo, which I'm not even a racer guy like that. But damn, I'm loving Forza 7 for some strange reason. And it looks good. And then I take it downstairs and I go jump on my S, which is, like I said, is on my 4K TV. And like I said, the game looks good, everything looks good, but then I'm like, I can only imagine with HDR.
Yeah.
But like I said, if it's giving me this type of quality now, without it, I'm not in a super rush.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, then I want to upscale my size. So like I said, most of my TVs in here 55 inch. I think I want to go around 65, especially in my game room, because whenever I have my guys over, we shoot pool or whatever, hanging out. You know, I like to have a bigger TV, so we about to shoot on the pool table, we can still see a great picture. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not in a super rush. But like I said, when I played on that damn TV when we went on vacation earlier this month, and come to find out it was 4K HDR, and I was playing Gears, and I was playing with a couple of guys, and I was just like, yo, why my Gears look so much different on this TV than they do at home? And I went to the settings, you know, it came to me, and that shit had fucking 4K checked and HDR. I was like, yo, I was ready to take that TV home, and it was like a 42-inch TV. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was like, I'm about to take this, put it in my damn backpack or whatever, my damn clothing bags that we bought. Take this sucker home.
Speaking of Gears, I see a lot of people on Twitter complaining about the matchmaking. Like ever since that ping update, a lot of people is having issues with Gears of War 4. With the matchmaking, trying to find a match, or you getting matched with somebody in a different region, and they lagging like hell.
I'm gonna tell you what they do.
Is exploding. Like, it's just a lot. Now I'm reading on Twitter.
Well, I think now because you know Xbox has got this update coming out soon, because you know they're getting ready for the X. Because I was in my upload studio, man. Like I said, I don't like to sit in front of the camera a whole lot. You know, even though like the world you see this pretty face. But I noticed when I just do like my my game recordings and I do my voiceover.
Yeah. The
last 2 videos I did, it recorded with no voice, and then the last one didn't even record at all. But when I sat in front of the Kinect and recorded just me talking, it came through. So I don't know if Xbox is going through some stuff right now, getting ready for the X, with the newest update coming out soon or what.
I know they got a dashboard.
But it has been corky.
I know they got a dashboard, another dashboard update. They got, and they're also working on a screensaver feature on a new update as well.
And then me and T Reaper, like I said, was playing Destiny a couple of days ago, and he was sending me these the clips and stuff he was doing, and our party kept breaking up. Then the Reaper, talking and like 10, 15 minutes into it, then he'll be saying something. I'm thinking he's still there. I'm like, yo, y'all still there? Yo. They come to find out, it's like it closed, and we had to keep switching around. Different people had to keep hosting it. So I'm not gonna be too mad about it, because this normally doesn't happen on the Xbox side. So I think normally is when they going through all these updates, and then now with these the pre-testers, the alpha ring, and all this bullshit. I think that affects everybody, because that's a lot of moving parts going on. So I'm cool with it, but they need to go and tighten up though, for real, tighten up. Y'all gonna make me go to daggone Atari box. How you bullshitting? Maybe I hate me to jump on that. But I might have to trade the Xbox and get the Atari box, man. This bullshit here, man. What are you doing, Microsoft? Tighten up.
Yeah, that Atari box, man. I'm sorry I didn't go all the way forwards to go backwards. I'm all set with that.
Well, the rumor is T Reaper bought 4 of them. What the hell, T Reaper? They said you got one in every room.
Damn.
Or what?
T Reaper, the Atari box. The T Reaper, the guy.
Oh man, I wouldn't touch an Atari box to save my life. Good luck with that.
Well, let me ask you this.
I'm not even old. I'm not even old enough to have played the Atari.
Well, see, this is so then you can go back. Yes, baby. Oh,
nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I don't play washed out products.
You don't want
man.
to play Pong on a 4K TV? Come on, Pong.
What about Pitfall, man? What about Pitfall?
Pitfall?
No, yeah. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'll play that. That nice Shadow of War, that wonderful Assassin's Creed Origins, that good Wolfenstein, the new COD. New Battlefront.
Well,
I'm
let
older,
me-
man.
What about that new Metro? Can't
me
forget
throw-
that new Metro. Ooh,
No, I'm good with
Man.
that.
You don't want to play Metro?
You don't want to play that new Metro?
No, I don't.
Man, shit.
What?
You
Now, I will
crazy,
say this.
man.
I got the first two. I had them on the 360. Then, you know, obviously, when they gave them away free on the Xbox, I jumped on it again because the Xbox One version. I didn't finish them. I got tons of games. But
In the new year, it's actually going to be
I
Far
enjoy
Cry
Metro.
5. It's going to be Red Dead Redemption 2, God of War 4.
Yeah, I'm ready for
Sea
God
of
of War.
Thieves.
Sea of Thieves. I'm getting sold on that more and more.
And if they come out with the new Halo, but I
don't think Halo coming out next year. I think Halo is year after next because we all know with the way these pre-orders are going with the X, and for everybody who said the X wasn't going to sell, people didn't want it. Now, I'm not saying it's going to, like I said, obviously we know it's not going to sell 60 million consoles. We already know that. But the way people are adapting to the X at that $500 price point, Sony's watching. And then, you know, it's already rumors now about a more powerful Switch coming out soon. I mean, okay. Instead of running Doom at 30 frames, you can run it at 40 frames. I'm not going to go there, though. I'm not going to go there. But, you know, Sony's watching. So we all know PS5 is coming. So I think right now, with the way things are going, it's just the game industry is getting shaken up. For everybody who said it wasn't about power, but then all of a sudden, once now PS5 rumors are getting cooked up again, now it's about power. But they don't understand the PS5 is not going to be much more stronger than the X. It's not. And
But
then
you know what? Everybody was saying that for the longest though, man. Because a lot of people were saying that, you know, when the original Xbox One came out, so many people was bashing the Xbox One. Oh, it's more. How you paying more $100 more for inferior console, for a weaker console, and yada yada yada. It comes with that whack connect that nobody wants. Like, it was getting so much hate. You know what I'm saying? It was getting so much hate, and then when Microsoft decided to come out with the X, you got a lot of people saying, "Yo, it's no longer about power. It's about the games. Microsoft don't got no games." But I mean,
but see, this is why I did my video the other day.
my $100 game collection says you're wrong. Whoever chooses to say that,
right.
Well, you know, but check this out though. I don't know if y'all follow Colt Eastwood. I subscribe to his channel.
Yeah, what's up with Colt?
I like him because he takes down a lot of, he crunched numbers, and he broke it down. The Xbox One catalog versus the PS4 catalog. It's like 100 game difference. Favor the PlayStation. But like you said, those 100 games extra that the PlayStation got are all Japanese ports. But if you look at game for game, for people who saying the Xbox has no games, that's just, like I said, it's just people hating, clickbaiting, because they literally game for game. It's just, of course, you expect PlayStation to have more Japanese support. It is a Japanese console. And that is the difference when it comes to the games. But let me ask y'all this. Y'all got PS4s, right?
I haven't turned mine on in 7 months.
See, I've played mine recently. I do play it, so I'm not going to front like I don't play. I do play it on the regular. I haven't played in a while since Destiny 2 came out, because that's been taking my time. But are y'all buying Neo Kuni? I mean, just ask you, are you playing Neo Kuni?
No.
Are you playing Gravity Rush?
No.
Yakuza?
No.
That's what I'm saying. These games, people aren't playing these games like that. And like a dude hit me on my video that I did the other day, talking about, well, PlayStation got all these exclusives. I said, dude, out of the big four, and Xbox got the big three, as far as, you know, Gears, Forza, Halo. Then, you know, PlayStation got God of War, Uncharted, The Last of Us, and then you got to count Street Fighter now since it went exclusive to PlayStation and PC. Out of those five, and Street Fighter didn't sell. Let's go and be for real. Street Fighter 5 did not sell. They tried to pump it all they want. But outside of those big three games on both platforms, big four, the exclusive sales go down dramatically. No one is buying them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I tell people exclusives back on the PS2 era. If you say that exclusive games matter, then yeah, because they had Devil May Cry, they had Metal Gear, they had everything, they had 2K, they had it all. But nowadays, everything is on both platforms. It's just where you want to play. And Sony benefited because of Xbox's fucked up launch. Even though we look at games now, you got to be online pretty much to reap any type of benefits. It's just Microsoft just straight up, this is how it's going to be, instead of sugarcoating it like Sony did, spoon feeding people, and then it's here. But like I told people, man, exclusives is just, the icing on the cake. But at the end of the day, it's the multiplats that move consoles. The best place to play them, which right at the time it was Sony. Unless you like me, I just prefer Xbox because of online and the controller. Then, I thugged it out with the less beautiful graphics or whatever the case may be, getting DLC later. But when the X come out, man, all that shit's going to change, bro. It's the Sony commercials right now. It's no longer the ultimate gaming experience for this game like Call of Duty. It's now the commercial, like the ultimate place to play Call of Duty, like when they did Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3. Now they're saying get limited content first on PlayStation. The commercials are changing because people know, man, that X, you're not gonna beat it, man. You're not gonna beat it, and you're not gonna beat it with the run-of-the-mill PC. I get so tired of people saying that in comments and on other videos I watch. Well, I could just build a PC. Dude, you can't build a PC at $500 to do what the X is doing. You can't. It's already been proven. It's fact. And then even if you do build a budget PC at $500, you're losing the capture playback. Especially now, you capturing videos at 4K now. You're losing the 4K Blu-ray player. You losing so much stuff going on if you build a stripped down PC to do what the X is doing for $500. But people are just so against Xbox. It's ugly. It's sad. I just laugh. I'm like, I don't even answer people about them. I'll be like, yeah, thank you for your comment. Okay, have a nice day. I just give you a heart anyway. No one cares about your PC, bro. Then all the problems you got with PC drivers not matching up, hard drive crashing, motherboards crashing,
compatibility issues. Like, no one got time for that shit, And
yeah, man, it's a headache, bro. Now, if you like that stuff, like if you like tinkering and this and that and tweaking,
and you got the time
more
for
power
that,
to you.
More power to you. You know what I'm saying?
But you not still. Even if you love doing all that tinkering and twitching and all that good shit, you still not gonna build a PC at $500 doing what the X is doing. And then look at the list of X supported games: 130 games or more.
Oh yeah.
Native 4K 60. Man, and it's only gonna get better with time. As we all been gaming for years now. As the console life goes on, developers learn to squeeze more and more power out of each console. So imagine the X is out for 2 years now. Imagine what they'll be able to do 2 years from now from what they're doing with the X come day one launch. Imagine in 2 years now, this thing, we don't play with it for 2 years now. Now we can do shit that we didn't think was possible with it. This shit's crazy. It's crazy, man. Like I said, I'm good, man. The X is probably going to be my last console for a while because unless 8K or 12K come out and it's affordable and it's accessible and hardware makes a big jump, I don't need to buy another console no time soon, man. That X is going to hold me down. And then, like I said, I'm going to get a PS5 because I didn't buy the Pro because I knew the Pro wasn't what I wanted. They're still using PS4 textures. You got Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm gonna call it that because I traded it away for Resident Evil 7. But anyway, frames a second. It's still using PS4 textures on the Pro. You just got a higher resolution. That's why I didn't get a Pro. You know what I'm saying? Street Fighter 5. I love Street Fighter. Street Fighter 5 still running. What is it? 1080p on the Pro. It was no purpose to get a Pro. No purpose. None at all, unless I want a VR. And I ain't gonna lie, the VR is fun. My brother-in-law bought it. I had a blast with it. It shocked the shit out of me. I was like, man, fuck VR. It ain't worth it. But, man, we always in that motherfucker having a ball with it. But I can't pay $500 for a VR headset. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, if you want the best VR experience, then you got to buy another $400 on the PlayStation Pro. I don't know. But VR is fun. Like I said, you got the money to spend. The PSVR is cool as shit. I enjoyed it. I didn't get sick like a lot of people saying they got sick. I had a blast with it, and I was playing it drinking. So, you know, if I ain't get sick drinking, you don't know, maybe some people got weak stomachs. I don't know. But I had fun with it. But I just can't dump that money in it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I might as well buy Oculus Rift. I'm going to dump all that money. I might as well go, like I say, I hate to sound like it, might as well go and get a kick-ass PC and buy Oculus Rift if I'm going to put that type of money to a VR experience. But that's my thoughts on it.
Okay.
Got you. Now let's have our little petty hour where we start taking shots at people, or we just start talking about people. I'll let this is our little petty moment. Reaper, I will let you be in charge of this.
Why you gonna let Reaper go first? Reaper got everybody on YouTube, man. Reaper got a hit list.
Okay. So my all right. So I'm gonna screenshot for everybody who chooses to watch this. Everybody screen share. I'm gonna screenshot of this. So I'm screen sharing. All right. So this guy called Alex Escobar, the guy on that pony on that you've seen around BGST, you know, a podcast, who was who did that debate with Halo Storm, who thinks COD and 2K are Sony exclusives. Bullshit.
Well, let me ask you this, Reaper, before you get going good. Is that the Alex that does the blogs that Next Gen picked up one day and
yep,
he just picked them up on the whim? Is that Alex?
Yeah, that's Alex. Yeah,
the guy with the Sony A60, I think it's the A63.
Yeah, the guy who has Sony but doesn't have Xbox. And this is the joke, because I was in Zaire's Beastfire on Tuesday, and we were all having fun. We were all talking, and Alex was in the comment section. You know, he was just, you know, trolling, and then he drops $5 in the super chat. And then this random asks, "Yo, what? They accept EBT now?" And I'm like, "Yo, I gotta get a meme of that because that is so funny." So I say, "Yo, I'm gifted. Super chat accepts EBT. Maybe Xbox will too, so I can actually get one." And this guy, he got so butthurt. It was so funny because you see all these comments. But see, this is kind of when it gets kind of amusing, because I said Xbox Life, nothing else matters. And this is my record right here in 2015 of 7,000 hours. And I challenge anybody who watches this to say you've actually done more, but I doubt it. And he's like, "Yeah, so now you and Crap Gamer can jerk off each other, you fucking faggot." And I'm like, I bet you can't beat it. Turns that PlayStation into a toaster. Because we all know if you leave your PlayStation on for too long, it actually heats up and it actually turns into a toaster.
That's gets hot. It does. It gets hot. Trust me, I know. Shit. I love my PS4 on the download Infamous Second Son.
It kept going on and on.
It got hot.
And then he just stopped talking. You know, he was just, you know, he was calling me a whole bunch of names. It was just like so funny. But like, I made that meme, and that meme was like, that's a shout out to Beastfire, because that was so funny when that guy said it in the comment section. Like, what, Super Chat accepts EBT now? And I'm like, oh damn, that guy gets the comment of the night, and that was hilarious as hell. But anybody who thinks COD, anybody who thinks COD and 2K is exclusive to Sony, you guys need that automatic L. I'm sorry.
Yeah, get it. Wear that L. Wear it proud. But let me ask you this though: has anybody noticed? Like I said, y'all been doing YouTube a lot longer than me. But have you noticed a lot of the people that post comments that only have a PlayStation? Those are the ones that talk the shit. Like, if you got both consoles, or all three, now count the Switch, or four if you count PC. I don't really like to say PC game is a second or third thought for me, but let's say just keeping the console, the big three. A lot of those guys' comments are more, how can I say, are more level-headed. But those cats that only got PlayStation, even with the Xbox guys and the Nintendo guys that only got Xbox, only got Nintendo, those cats be going extreme, but the PlayStation guys are really bad. They be like I was listening to OBJ the Don. Like I said, he's a Sony guy, but I give him respect and I give him props because of the simple fact he bought an Xbox. He bought two of them. He bought the OG Xbox One, and he bought it looked like the Battlefield 1 Xbox One S, the blue one.
Mm-hmm.
He's just not an Xbox guy. My only gripe with him is that it's like he's falling into with the mainstream of YouTube as far as like it's cool to just bash Xbox. He's like, I don't know what the Xbox does. It doesn't play games. I'm like, dude, the same multi-platform you playing on your PS4, you can play on the Xbox One with a better online connection. But I get it. He's a Sony guy. But I give him his props because he at least bought an Xbox. And so he can speak for having both consoles. You know what I'm saying? But those ones that only got, like I'm going to throw Porter Rock out there. He probably chew me up if you ever see this. But Porter Rock talk all that shit, but he don't have an Xbox. I'm like, how you going to knock a console and you don't have it? That's like me going out and I'm going to talk shit about, well, I got a Switch now, but I had it launched. But like, say I didn't have a Switch at all, and I just talk shit about the Switch. That wouldn't make sense because I don't know nothing about the Switch. But me having the Switch, my gripes that I have with the Switch are legit. Now, whether people want to hear it or listen to it, that's their problem. But to me personally, that's why I don't talk tech. Because, you know, I don't understand how to build a PC. I don't understand how everything works.
If you don't know anything about it, then you just don't speak on it.
Yeah,
that's why I don't do it.
But I have something else to share that I actually made. I made today. I made this today actually, and this is actually really dope.
Putting more stuff up, baby.
Reaper something else, man. I'm telling you, he's a savage.
Where others blindly follow Sony. Remember, Xbox is king. Where others blindly are blinded by other responsibilities, remember, Xbox is the place to be. We work in the dark to serve the green. We are Xbox gamers. That's my motto for this year.
Game on, player. Game on.
Now, kudos to anybody who knows what motto I took that from. Kudos to anybody who actually knows that, because that comes from a game, and actually comes from a movie too. So, you know.
That sounds familiar. I can't get my. I can't. My mind is.
See, it's too late at night when you try to stomp my brain, bro.
I made that after I watched a movie this afternoon, and it's relatively new. So it's like I am like, yo, I gotta make an Xbox motto that follows that. It was just so funny. It was like, where others blindly follow PlayStation, remember, Xbox is king.
But you know what though? That is true though, man. Because like. Best friend, man, he was like, when we was growing up, we was PlayStation, like it was Super Nintendo, then it went to the PS1, Nintendo 64 jump, and then like I said, I went in the Marine Corps, and when I came back home at the end of 01, I bought an Xbox. And he was like, why you buying an Xbox? You was always a PlayStation guy. I'm like, bro, sometimes you need a change. Don't get me wrong, the PS1 to me was revolutionary. PS2 was like PS1 on crack, but the PS1 was revolutionary. CD-based games, good games, not counting the 3DO and shit like that. Actually good games. But I don't know, man. I just couldn't follow suit. Like everybody was like sheep going to the PS2. And like I said, then the PS3, we all know how that went. Come on, they were telling you get 2 and 3 jobs to buy a PS3. Man, I knew one dude, I ain't gonna say nothing because it's too close to home, but he was willing to max out a credit card to get a PS3.
Oh, hell no.
At that time. I'm like, what? And then I had to show him the way. I like, yo, because I ain't gonna front. I was going to get a PS3 over the 360 because of the way the PS2 went. But I'm going to tell you, it took one thing, and it was Game Informer did an article on it. It showed me. It was Gears of War 1. And it was like only on Xbox. And I said, yo, this. And then I'm like, dude, for the price you about to do for this PS3, you can get a 360. Because remember back then it was the white 360 was the premium. Mm-hmm. Then you had the green box without the hard drive. Remember the hard drive was the big thing you could take off the top back then at first.
Yeah.
And I said, you can get a premium Xbox 360, which was what, 60 gigabyte hard drive, 20 or 60, I can't remember. It's a while back. I said, and you can get a Nintendo Wii for the price of a PS3. And he was a hardcore Sony guy. But when I showed him that, it converted him over. He was like, yo, I can't go back to play. Granted, he does have a PlayStation now, PS3, PS4. But the Xbox is his go-to brand because he found out, like I said, the things that I was boasting on, like the internet is so much better. The controller is better. Once you get used to it, I know a lot of people say, the controller's so big. But once you get used to it, you'll see why it was that big. It fits comfort. My hand doesn't hurt after playing 3-4 hours of Destiny. It doesn't hurt versus if I played 2 hours of Street Fighter. My damn palms cramping.
That man said his palms gonna cramp.
You know what I'm saying? That's like even playing the Switch. Like if I'm not playing it in handheld mode, if I put it on the little Joy-Con grips, my hands hurt after a while because like I said, I go to work, I play the hell out of some Mario Kart while I'm at work. My damn hands be hurting, bro. But the Xbox is designed for men, for grown people, grown gamers. Now, you know, anybody who disagrees, you're wrong. The PS4 controller too small to switch. God knows if you play them separately with the Joy-Cons, you separate them little things like Tic Tacs, man. You can swallow them like a pill, bro. Them things aren't made for grown people, bro. But you know, it is what it is, man. There's no taking shots at the Switch because I got it, I like it, and I like the way they go on with these third-party games. That, you know, like I said, you talking putting people on blast. Well, did you see the Real Gamer podcast the other night? Oh my God, I stomached through it this morning, man. I actually watched this whole podcast, and let me tell you this: it was so dry. Y'all need to watch it. I mean, I hate to say give this motherfucker a view, but it was so fucking dry. It's like none of them was involved, and they couldn't help but talk bad about Xbox. It was so funny. But yeah, but as long as it's shitting on Xbox. The Switch is not shitting on Xbox. Until the Switch catches up to 30 million consoles, 30 plus, it's not shitting on Xbox. I'm sorry, Nintendo's releasing them 100, 200 here and there at a time. It's not going to catch that Xbox at that rate. But what it is making people think that it's the hot commodity. It's making people want to go out and buy it. And real talk, if I don't know, man, I hate to lose money, but the Switch, man, it's pretty much useless. Like, are you going to buy Wolfenstein and New Colossus? Now, you got an Xbox One. You're getting an Xbox One X. You got a PS4.
Right.
And if you have a PS4 Pro, are you going to buy Wolfenstein, the New Colossus? Are you going to buy it on the Switch at 30 frames, 500p, 720p, which is so bad, you know, when Xbox was running games at 720, it's blurry. Remember that shit, y'all, a couple of years ago, it was blurry. Or are you going to buy it and play it at 4K? Even on the PS4 Pro, you can play it at anywhere from checkerboarded or whatever, dynamic. Are you going to buy it on the Switch? I'm just saying. To me, the answer is clear. I'm going to play it on the X, where I can play it 4K, anywhere from 1440 to dynamic 4K to native 4K at 60 frames. That's where I'm going to play it at. And then number two with the Switch, things look like PS3 360 games, and they charging $60. Doom is going to be $60 on the Switch. You know that, right? It ain't going to be no 30, 40. If it was 30 or 40 bucks, cool. It's going to be $60. Y'all know that, right? LA Noire is going to be, it's $10 more than what it is on the Xbox One and PS4 right now.
That's crazy.
So, and you're going to get sub performance. You're going to get a piece of game. And then not to mention, you're going to have a SD card anywhere from, 50 more gigabytes to the big 256 what they support to get the whole game. I don't get why these Nintendo, like I said, I'm going at Real Gamer because this motherfucker, bro, I tell you, they frauds.
Oh man, yeah.
All them
this, hey, listen, this is the petty moment where we cover people.
I'm being petty. Because them cats, man, like I said, I suffered through that podcast. I was mad at myself for listening to it.
Yo, I got a new thing for Alex, guys. Watch this. This is mad funny.
Shit. Man, why y'all let
I will survive.
Why y'all let
I will survive. Just as long as I know they will stay alive. All hell greatness.
Hey, look at his lips, yo. Them shit's mad small, man.
I will survive.
We got to put restraints on Reaper. Reaper run away.
Hey, Reaper, I'm about to show my screen too, man. Hold up. I'm about to be full savage over here, yo.
Oh, shit.
Full savage, yo. Look at this.
This
Look at this
is not
motherfucker.
no longer stay alive.
Hey, where you go with this tight ass jacket, man?
You gotta be waiting. You gotta be waiting at least until fall 2018.
Man, Alex coming after you, Reaper. He coming after you. He can throw all his tomatoes and oranges at your ass, bro. Let me stop. I'm just joking, y'all. He gonna get your ass, Reaper.
Hey, check this out, man. I'm sharing my screen, man. Hey, Reaper, you gotta check this out, man.
That's messed up. I can't share my screen. I'm on the phone.
This man got on this tight ass jacket, man. It's tight ass fitted. Like, where's this man going, man? That look like one of those jackets you get from the corner store, man.
I don't see your screen.
Yeah, we don't see it. Where you at, bro?
You don't see it?
I didn't see
I
sharing
don't see the screen.
I'm sharing it. It's right now. I got it right now.
Oh, technical difficulties.
No,
Stand by.
It's up. Go to the video. Go to the video. I didn't share it to like the way you did it, Reaper, but I shared it to like the whole on screen.
Oh shit!
You can see it. You can see it.
I got the laptop up.
Yeah, go ahead. Go to the YouTube app or whatever, and just click on the video, and you can be able to see it, yo. This guy throwing up the peace sign, man. Like, that shit is crazy, man. Look at this guy, man. Shit. Hey, you can see his stomach through this fucking jacket, man. You can see
man, hey, I got a big stomach too, though. But you know what, though? This motherfucker got the 1989 flight jacket.
Yeah, that old ass flight jacket, yo. Hey, all his money went to that camera, man. He shouldn't have spent fucking 15. No, how much that camera cost? Like over $1,000. That's a Sony A6500. Instead of spending that money on that shit, you should have got him a North Face jacket, because that's what you wear in the city, in Brooklyn, New York. Ain't no way you wear this old ass fucking flight jacket, man. This shit goes back to what? 2005? With the when it's orange inside?
I'm gonna say 1990, bro.
Yeah, 1990 when it's orange inside.
Y'all watch wrestling? Why this motherfucker like Samoa Joe little brother? Samoa Joe. Alex gonna kill. No, Alex ain't gonna kill nobody. Alex gonna swerve you. Like Samoa Joe little sister.
Yo, look at this motherfucking face, man. His mouth crooked and shit. Look at this motherfucker look retarded.
I'm gonna tell you,
I got a meme for you.
He's having 2 strokes.
Look at this motherfucker. He looked like he had a stroke. Yo, one eye bigger than the other, God. One eye is bigger than the other, man. Like, what's wrong with this man? Yo, look at this shit.
PlayStation VR.
Hey, that's the PlayStation eye, man. That shit fucked up. You see how one eye is looking at the person over there, and then the other eye is in back of his head. This motherfucker coked up,
This
man.
motherfucker like Tracy McGrady nephew. The sleeping eye.
Hey, that's the Force Whitaker eye, man. That shit is dead.
Oh shit! This motherfucker look like he eat at Joe's.
Yo, this is my iteration to that.
I'm about to go back.
This is my iteration.
Oh shit!
Man, this is what we doing. All right, let's see. My wife laughing at y'all.
Hey, we being petty, man. This the petty hour. This is the mausoleum right here, yo. This is the mausoleum. We chop heads off on this podcast. Yo, Sony lives matter. Big Mac, anyone?
Hard as fuck not putting me up here on this shit, bro. Dude, that's why I say, man, I pity for anybody trying to come at me for this shit, dude.
Hey, I got another one.
Me, my brother, and my boy Biggs TV, check him out too on YouTube. He be fucking people up on Mortal Kombat.
Hey,
we'll get in here and roast motherfuckers all
I'm about to go. Hey, I'm about to go in on this next picture, yo.
Mad at us.
This man over here posted up with this tight ass PlayStation T-shirt, man. I'm about to show y'all. I'm about to go savage.
My wife done zoomed in on Alex's nose. Why he had a booger in it? He had a booger in his nose.
Hey.
Oh, you
zoom out. Check this out, Brody. Check this out. My nigga got on this tight ass fucking PlayStation
that motherfucker
shirt,
got
man.
the crunk eye. From Goonies. Remember that
lips?
shit? Oh, you guys. He got the trunk guy. Why you bullshitting though? You know what? I gotta call it. Y'all gotta agree with me. Don't Alex look like a lighter real gamer? Holy shit. Is him and Real Gamer the same person? Holy shit. Are we getting bamboozled?
Yo, you see that?
Are we being bamboozled?
Nah, cause Real Gamer 27 owns everything. Alex only owns a PlayStation.
Hey, I've been listening to the podcast back in the day, and I'm doing this for He-Bop, man. I ain't like how he did He-Bop, man. I ain't like how he did He-Bop back in the day, man. So I'm bringing it back, man. I'm bringing the pain to him. He got on this old ass fucking leather jacket with the collars on it, bro. And it's tight ass PlayStation shirt. Like, where's you going with that, my nigga? He got on the jacket. He got on the jacket to hide his titties, his man boobs. You know what I'm saying? He don't want nobody to see that shit seeping through that fucking tight ass fucking PlayStation t-shirt. You know what the fuck he doing, man? And he's sitting up here posted up with them pink ass lips. And
look, he wears that same shirt, bro. That same shirt every podcast.
Hey, check this
out,
man.
And then the boy, the Kill Soul commercial mascot Alex on Real Game.
This isn't a meme, man. But this is really funny because I'm gonna share a picture.
All right, I'm about to go back.
All right, ready? Watch this. Cause I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me except the chair. My problems have all gone. There's no one to help me. PlayStation's gotta have friends.
Why does motherfucker's chest look like a barrel? He like the barrel Donkey Kong roll at motherfuckers. Yo, man, y'all need to stop, bro. Reaper, stop that shit.
And it's the petty moment, man.
Come on, man. My YouTube career just started, man. Y'all get me banned and blocked.
And it's the petty hour, man. This is where we chop heads off, man. It's the petty hour, man. The mausoleum.
Well, look. Let me tell you this. Check this shit out.
That guy looks like he's waiting, like he's waiting at the side of Gotham, waiting to get robbed.
Word, like where is he? Man, and then he got a beach chair at that. He don't got a regular chair. He got a beach chair in the hood. Bro. Like who does that? Who puts a beach chair in a fucking city?
Like, that motherfucker look like he ready to eat somebody, bro. When you talking about to get robbed, he ready about to eat somebody, bro. What's in your wallet?
Motherfucker got a beach chair, yo. Hey, let's go back to that picture where his eye looked like Forrest Whitaker, man. Like, I don't understand, man. Like, that shit look crazy. And then you got the audacity to talk people sideways, come at people sideways on YouTube, by the G? Come on, man.
Oh, shit. You sound like you botting a little bit, Heartless. Can y'all hear me clear?
Yeah. You can hear me? I'm over here.
It's like you botting just a little bit.
Just a tad bit.
I guess that's the term. We professional now. Is your body? Is that the professional term?
Hey man, Reaper. I sent you those. I want to see some memes, man. I want to see some more memes, man. Please send some more memes, man. I need some in my life, man.
Reaper gonna kill him, bro.
He gonna destroy his ass.
Reaper gonna kill him.
Tag his ass.
He looks like he's Real Gamer 27's cousin, man.
I told you. I thought they were the same person. Look at him right there. It's like he went blackface to be Real Gamer, and then he's normal when he's Alex. I don't know. He bleached himself. I don't know what the fuck. Man. It's ridiculous. But look though, check this shit out though.
This is Heartless TV, man. This is Heartless fucking TV, man.
Look, I gotta put this out, man. Remember I told you the boy ACO7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last episode. Right? Yeah. He did a video talking about the Xbox One X is gonna miss its launch date because it's getting pushed back. So I called him out on it. I'm like, yo, you trash. This is that third, I'm not trying to cook up no beef. This is some real shit here. Real grown man shit. So I got to give ACO7 his props. The motherfucker messaged me back, right? He said, at first, I couldn't stand you, Grace Simmons. But then I checked out some of your videos. He said, I see you keep it real. Big ups. So I'm like, oh, shit. Okay, so he reached out. Okay. So then I told him, I said, look, man, I ain't got no problem with you. It's your content. I said, if you don't know your facts, you keep talking about you gonna link a video, but you don't link it. Stop misleading people. And he said, and then he was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna do better with my content. And, so I get it. He's a Sony guy. Be Sony. But don't get up here and do bullshit leak videos talking about the Xbox One X is gonna miss its November 7th release date. I'm like, and then you can say you're gonna leak your source. Where's your source? So he reached out, you know, he was like, yeah, I couldn't stand you, but I seen your videos. So I'm like, you know, you keep it real too. I get it. Think the Sony stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I give him props because at least instead of being petty, we going back and forth. Trying to say we reached out. And he cool. Just not my type of channel. But I will give him props to that. He saw what I was, he understood it, and instead of just being petty, and then, you know, I'm gonna be petty too, we just kept it, and it is what it is. But at least that's one Sony guy say got some type of common sense to a point. He still be talking that crazy shit. So he did another video talking about Xbox made PC gamers mad. It ain't Xbox. It's just people get mad regardless, man. You can get up and talk facts and no biasness. People still can get mad because people want to hear what they want to hear. And I'm like that myself, because like when you get people who want to talk about LeBron James, one of my favorite basketball players. And I might ruffle some feathers, but I like LeBron better than Jordan. But I like Scottie Pippen better than Jordan. So I want a real Jordan fan.
Hey, I agree with you too, man, because Jordan's an asshole as far as his personality and everything.
You know,
like he's an asshole.
Jordan was great. He was
a great player, but his personality sucks, man.
You know, and I tell people at work, they had to tell me, well, Jordan got 6 rings. I said, but Jordan didn't win till Scottie Pippen got there. Show me what Jordan won without Scottie, without a team, and then I agree with you. Can't nobody do it. I said, but and then they be like, well, LeBron didn't win without Wade. I said, I get it. I said, I never said LeBron did it by himself. But LeBron took Cleveland to the finals by himself before he went to Miami. And that's fact. He went there by himself with what, Damon Jones, Larry Hughes, Drew Gooden. Come on, man. LeBron went there by himself, bro. Say what you want to say. He didn't win it, but he went there. But, you know, cats be like, I can't get on this Jordan bandwagon. Jordan is great. He changed the game. I get it. But Jordan couldn't win without Scottie. I'm sorry. You show me where he won without Scottie, and I shut up forever. You can't do it. You can't. You can't. And the same thing with, you know, with this bullshit going on with this game. You cats talking all this shit, bro. It's terrible, man. But I give ACO7 props. He reached out. You know, and like I said, I wasn't trolling them. I was just calling them out on where's these facts or these sources you talking about linking. You know, everybody talk shit about crap gamers, you know, especially real gamers, bro. They get mad at crap gamers subscribers. But crap, when he does a source video, he sources where he get his information from, where you can go click on the link and read it for yourself. Same thing with Next Gen. When they quote on their sources, they link it where you can go read it and check it yourself. You know what I'm saying? They pull the clip up where you can read the clip. You know what I'm saying? In their video. That's why I don't do like breaking news, because I ain't got time to be sourcing people and linking shit. I just give my opinion on the hot stuff, on stuff that interests me. Whether you like my opinion or you don't, 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck it. It is what it is. But I'm gonna give you my opinion, Craig Simmons' opinion, and it is what it is. But I don't know. That's all I got on that. I'm feeling good. Look, my wife giving me the evil eye. We'll wrap this up soon, fellas. But we're going to the beach tomorrow. It's gonna be 70 degrees. I don't know if we can get in the water. You know, black folk don't get in the water. I try to tell her that. I said, hey, you married a black man. We don't get in the water at those 70 degrees. Shit, I might go out there with a sweater tomorrow at 70 degrees. I ain't getting in the water, but we want to go to the beach tomorrow there at Nags Head, so we got a little road trip tomorrow.
Before we cover this up, I got 2 things I want to talk about. One thing I wanted to talk about was the enhanced games. Do you think that's going to be like we have a huge list. Of course, we know Tomb Raider is a part of that. Do you guys think that it's going to be a huge improvement with the enhanced games as far as for the people who don't have a 4K TV?
Not really, no.
You bought it. You said what with Tomb Raider?
I said we know that Tomb Raider is going to be a part of the enhanced, one of the enhanced games that's going to be able to come out. Do you think it's going to be beneficial for real beneficial for people who don't have a 4K TV?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm gonna
I
say
think
this.
It's just marketing.
I'm gonna give you the answer that I've been getting from Xbox headquarters and people reporting on it. They're saying if you get the X, you don't need a 4K TV. Now, this is the PR. I guess I should be an Xbox spokesperson. This is the PR booth. You're gonna get graphical fidelity. That's gonna be different than what we are used to seeing now. But me personally, I think if you're gonna dump $500, you should have a 4K TV. You should be ready to go. And even me with my surround sound system, I still have the 5.1 Sony surround sound. I should, if I want to really enjoy, Dolby Atmos for the new sound, the master audio. If I really want to truly enjoy the benefits of the X, you should have the TV. You should have the setup to go with it. So I agree with Reaper to yeah, no, but when you can spend that type of money and you want the quote ultimate experience, whether it's Sony with the Pro or whatever PC, you're not gonna build a kick-ass PC and get a bullshit monitor. You know what I'm saying? Get a bullshit keyboard and mouse. You know what I'm saying? You need to go all out. Either you're gonna be in or you're gonna be out. That's the way I look at it. So we can see how that is. But me personally, I think either way around, you're gonna be good. As long as you got a decent TV. Now you can't run around with no damn what's that TV you get at Walmart, the Emersons and shit like that.
Right.
You can't go get no Emerson and want to expect premium performance from the X or the PS4 Pro, that matter. So it's all on what you're willing to spend. But you can get great deals on 4K TVs, $500-$600. The X at $500-$600, and it'll still put you under a top end PC by itself. So it just depends on what you're willing to put into it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, my 4K TV is 2.5, 3 years old, and I'm still getting a great picture. Minus a little perks here and there with the HDR and shit, but I got a great refresh rate. I get a great picture. It's like 31. Damn, last time I looked at it was like 31 something by 26. It's pretty good. So I'm gonna be good for a while, but I am gonna upgrade when the X comes. So I don't know if I'm gonna do it all in one swoop or piece it together, because like I said, I make a regular man's income. I ain't rich. I ain't balling. I ain't getting no YouTube money or whatever case money. So I'm gonna eventually upgrade everything the way it need to be, but at the end of the day, it's all on what you want to put into it.
Hey, I'm sorry, Craig. This has nothing to do with you, Craig. Hey, Craig, I'm so sorry.
What just happened? What the heck? What y'all laughing at?
Hey, get on Twitter. Yo, he's a savage. He just did not just do that on Twitter. Oh my gosh.
Oh come on. Yo, Stan, that's funny as all hell, right? I made that up myself.
Hey, Craig, I apologize, man.
What happened?
Hey, get on Twitter, man. That's all I gotta say, man.
Oh, I think we just mixed it
This shit is so funny, man. Oh my gosh.
Alex
Zaire's gonna hit me up, be like, "Yo, what are you going after Alex for, man? He didn't do anything. He just ate a Big Mac. It's not his fault."
Oh shit. Boy, you gonna have Alex. Alright, TV. Keep fucking on. Keep fucking around. Alex coming to get you, bro.
That's funny. I'm dying. I'm dying. No, the Harless one was like, he's like, you should so tweet that. And I'm like, okay, I'll tweet that.
Did you have Real Gamer block you for doing this stuff?
No, Real Gamer hasn't blocked me on Twitter yet. He just like removed me from the YouTube group after I did a video on him. But no, this was funny. Sony Lives Matter. Big Mac, anyone?
Oh shit! Sony Reaper.
You need to breathe.
I'm sorry, that was just funny.
You need to be alive by the time I come out there.
It shouldn't be T Reaper. It should be T Savage.
Right, T Savage.
T Savage.
I'm wondering what everybody's gonna think of the tweet though, because that's mad funny.
You know what? I'm gonna go tweet something. Hold on, I got this.
It's almost as funny as like, yo, has anybody seen Mikey Barr's tweet to Tim Dog? Yo, that shit was funny. Oh my god. Yo, Tim Dog was bitching about how like gamer score doesn't matter, and you know how he's like he loves his gamer score, and Mikey Barr tweets him back, "Come to me when you have 300K or more."
What's Tim Dog's gamer score?
Like 100K or some shit like that. But like Mikey Barr's got 300K, so it was funny. Oh my god! I'm like, yo, that was funny. But I mean, I try to evolve, but you know, it's just like it's kind of hard to evolve when you have all these jokes that you want to tell.
But the thing is, Xbox can't afford to be doing that when we are 30 million behind the competition. You need to be catering to everybody.
Yo, 100 loves it. 100 likes my tweet.
Who?
Mr. 100 loves it. Oh, that's funny.
That's crazy. T Reaper tripping, man. He up here memeing everybody. T Reaper, we cool, right? Don't be memeing me, motherfucker.
No, I'm not gonna meme you. No. Just Alex just deserved that because he was being such a funny. It's just like, yo, in that super chat, I'd be like, I should have said.
Hey, Reaper, check this out.
I should have said, you know, Sony Lives Matter, EBT anyone. Oh my god.
Hey, look at mine.
I know with Alex, I haven't really listened to too much of BGSC with him in there, but I noticed when he gets in there, his sole purpose is to like cause chaos. It's like he doesn't really talk gaming. He just like, Sony's better. I'm like, dude, what's your justification? That's what I said. At least with like certain people, like I say, bringing up OBJ again, he got his reasons why he prefers Sony. He likes their exclusives. Okay, that's a legit reason. You know what I'm saying? You know, you prefer Uncharted over Gears. That's fine. I don't know how being Uncharted is virtually once you beat it is useless, but okay. If you enjoy that 8 hours to anywhere from 6 to 8, however long it takes you to beat it, if you enjoy it, you know, fine.
Oh my god.
But me personally, I won't be able to keep playing the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we can play Gears or Halo all day long without having to touch the campaign. You get with some friends, even randoms, man. I was playing Gears with some randoms a couple of days ago. People I don't even know. We won't even talk to. It's just the fact we playing Horde. We knew what we had to do. We got it done. Same thing with Destiny. I jumped in with a couple of randoms doing some strikes. We weren't even talking. We knew what we had to do. I'm like, okay, this guy, his level's higher than mine. He looked at me, he shot a gun at me twice, like, following. Okay, that's role player. I'm with you. And we did what we had to do. So, I don't know.
That was funny. I'm sorry. I had to have a little bit of fun.
What was the meme he put up there? Because they just cut all over me, baby, laughing. They said, "Fuck crazy." I feel like a second afterthought right now.
Hey, once get on Twitter whenever you
can. Zaire loves it. Yo, Zaire loves it. I got Zaire to like it. That's awesome.
You know what? Speaking of Zaire, I'm gonna go and call it like it is. Zaire is the Eric Bischoff of YouTube. You know, I'm telling you, he's the Eric Bischoff. Like I said, going back to the last video, if y'all ever watch wrestling, when Eric Bischoff was trying to put WCW over WWE, WCW was doing their shows live versus WWE was taping. So you know, you already knew what was gonna happen. You watched it you watched it early. Bischoff was telling people who was winning the matches in the WWE, so you wouldn't leave WCW show. That's Zaire. Zaire be getting these guys going at it, boy. Next year he be getting them cats going at each other, boy. It's terrible. No, the orchestrator. But
yeah, fellas. But yeah. I apologize. I didn't mean to bust out laughing like that, but definitely, man. It's good.
And then, like I said, I love doing this, man. We have fun, man. We rock out, have a ball.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully, more and more people catch on and see what we doing, man. Like I said, we ain't up here. Like you say, we ain't up here trying to get people to, or whatever the case may be. We ain't up here trying to make friends. We just tell it like it is. We talk about games and we put people out that need to be put out.
Right.
And like I said, if your show's solely based on one thing every night, night in, night out, which is bashing one company, like we didn't go out the way to bash Sony. We just stated facts. We didn't go out the way to bash Nintendo tonight. Like I said, you know, if you like buying standard separate SD cards to play games that we're playing on the PS4 and Xbox One in entirety, if you like to go out and buy extra shit, the voice chat with the Switch, you know, what's that, the Switch connector that look like the little Squiddy Kid and all these connections, if you like that stuff, then do it. But we're not going out our way. I'm just stating facts. Then that's what everybody knows. You know, and that's how it should be, man. You know what I'm saying? It'd be cool, you know, people want to donate. Cool, fuck it. I'm not gonna beg you. Hey, please subscribe and beg, give me.
Right. Support us.
Like I heard the weapon. Yeah, I heard the weapon will ask their subscribers to buy them fucking Switches. What?
What's next? Tickets for E3 next year? Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
You know,
like I said, I don't care how big it get or whatever. I'm never gonna ask nobody for that. I do this shit for fun.
Oh yes, hobby.
Like I said, from the jump, day one.
It's a hobby.
Because I was gonna have me an Xbox or a PS4 or Switch, regardless of YouTube or whatever. This is for fun for me. I just I see everybody else putting their 2 cents in. Why not let me put my 2 cents in? That's the way I look at it. So,
hey,
it is what it is, man.
Before we end it, fellas, I want to bring Star Gamers TV to the table. We basically covered just about everything, but I want to get to know more about you, and I want my viewers to know more about you as well. So tell us about yourself, buddy.
I don't know where to exactly begin on what what do you want to know about me, though?
How long you been a gamer?
What you play?
What you play? Anything.
Well, I've been gaming for 10 years on Xbox. I've been a game tester since I was 18.
Okay.
Cool.
So I game test every type of game out there in this world. Red Dead Redemption 2, I've been game testing for the last week now. World War 2, I game tested it before the beta came out to public. I didn't like it very much, to be honest. I mean, I'm a huge Call of Duty fan because of my Twitter account, Call of Duty Crew.
I mean that war mode is awesome. They did perfect on that war mode. The problem is their main matchmaking is stuck with shotguns and pistols. That's kind of the main issue. War mode, you don't have that problem because everybody has to switch from an SMG to a sniper. But you know, in the main modes, like everybody just goes around using shotguns. It's like Gears of War.
War mode is.
They're about
awesome.
to say that's Gears.
War mode is awesome, but everything else in the game, it's just crap.
Is it like? Does it have classes like the Battlefield?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Or they're technically called factions, is what they're called.
Oh, okay.
But
you know what?
But the
We didn't even talk
irritating
about Battlefield tonight. Damn, that's a shocker.
But the irritating part about it is like the factions, they can only hold one primary per class. So like for example on war mode, when you go to defend the first base, you have to bring out an SMG. So you have to press the SMG faction. Then when you go to the bridge, you automatically have to switch your faction to your sniper. And then when you get past the bridge, you have to switch back to an SMG or keep your sniper. So it's like.
Well, let me ask you this: Is it like Killing Floor 2? Because I've been playing that a little bit, and depending on your class, is what type of weapons you're allowed to get. Because like I play a SWAT because I like the Vector. Cause that gun, man, on Killing
No,
Floor,
it's
the
weapons are not assigned to factions alone. So you can like basically make your own. You can press what faction. The factions are basically the skill set that you get, but the weapons are you can basically put whatever weapons you want on there.
Okay,
And
but
you do have to level up and get those weapons.
Okay, because like in Killing Floor, like say if I play a SWAT, but say somebody plays as a firebug and then he drop his torch and I pick his torch, I don't get no points to my class to level it up, even though I'm using this damn flamethrower, whatever flame weapon base he dropped, or whatever his sidearm is or whatever. I'm using it and I'm whooping ass, but I don't get no credit to my class level up. But like I said, my SWAT, if you ever check me on PS4, my SWAT level on Killing Floor is pretty high. But that Vector, bro, once I get that Vector, this game over. I be rolling, bro. That's what we need to do one night, y'all. We need to get up there on Killing Floor 2, man, and have some fun. I enjoy it, man. I'm hoping Xbox give it away as a free game with Gold, because that's how I got it with PlayStation. They gave it away free with PSN. So maybe Xbox will do it in a couple of months.
What game are you talking about?
Killing Floor 2. Yeah, that shit's fun. It's Left 4 Dead, pretty much on steroids.
On steroids, yeah, of course. So I went from being a beta game tester from the age of 18 up to when I was 22, and then I just got promoted to being a tech support specialist for Microsoft. So I mean, I'm pretty happy about it.
Oh shit!
So
that's awesome.
I got another job with Microsoft. Besides the tech support specialist, I am also an insider. So I talk about games to magazines, to Xbox Magazine, to Game Informer magazine. I just talk about like different types of games and what my opinion is. I
got two questions for you. No, damn. You say you talk to different magazines, Game Informer, Xbox.
Yes.
Now, can I ask you, without getting you in trouble, do you notice the biasness, like dealing with Game Informer or any other publications towards Xbox, Sony, Nintendo? Because I mean, it's obvious you can see it if you look on YouTube and IGN and stuff. But do you notice it personally? Without getting in trouble. Without.
You mean All right, you're gonna have to repeat that question.
He's asking, do you notice that everybody is biased?
Everyone is biased all the time.
Yeah.
Do
you notice that? Do you notice it in the workplace? Is what he's asking.
All the time. Everyone's biased in the workplace. My one best friend, like when we talk about gaming all the time, he's just so biased about everything. It's like I don't even want to talk to him anymore.
See, that's crazy, man. It's like, if your job is reporting the news, okay? Whether, like, I'm a Redskin fan when it comes to football, and like I said, I'm a LeBron fan when it comes to basketball. But I give Golden State their props. Them boys destroyed everybody. They were unbeatable. Ball, the Patriots. I hate Tom Brady, but damn, that motherfucker won't threaten the needle during the Super Bowl. you got to be okay. I'm biased to a point, but you got to give credit what credit is due, regardless. And
Of course.
it's terrible, man.
I mean, I work from home. I work from home. I do all that stuff from home. But I mean, there are times where Microsoft does fly me out to their corporation. I have to sit in literally in front of like the supervisor or the manager or the boss and one-on-one with them in front of like a giant ass camera in front of me, and I have to tell them my exact opinion, my real truth opinion about games, and I can't lie to them about it. Of course, I have to be straight up honest. If I lie, then I get punished for, my lie. But there are some games that I've said that they should either get 1 star, 4 stars, or 5 stars. And if I say 1 star, I'm like the boss like gives me a weird look. Well, sorry, I just don't like the game. I don't think it should have a 5 star. I think it should have a 1 star.
Shit, yeah.
Like,
don't need no bullshit coming on the console. That's for sure.
Like State of Decay 2. I game tested that game about a couple days ago. It don't come out until next year. But I game tested it, and I give it a 2. 2 out of 5.
Damn.
The first one was the first one I gave it a 4. The reason why I give the 2 a 2 star is because the gameplay, it's not as realistic as they said it was going to be. So they basically lied. When you shoot a zombie in the head, it doesn't blow his head off right away. It takes 5 rounds to blow the head off, which I think is just stupid. Why would you make a game and you want it to be better than the first one you just made? So why not make it to where you can actually blow a zombie's head off with 1 bullet instead of 10 bullets? So my interview with them kind of ended with a 2 star, and I got kicked out of the interview session.
Well, that's probably, like I said, with any company, man, the way it's looking, they want a lot of yes people. But
I mean,
I
agree. I get paid. I get paid $10,000 per session anyway, so I really don't care. They pay for my plane ticket out there. They pay for my hotel stay. They pay for everything. So it's not like I have to pay to go out there.
I don't know, man. I won't be telling everybody what you get paid because people hate in this world. Don't be shit. I'm more power to you. But.
Right.
I mean, I give my, I give my voice. I get hated on all the time. I mean, I really don't care. It's a world where everyone hates each other anyway. So why not? I mean, gamers hate each other. Man, white people hate each other.
That's human nature. People hate people, man. It ain't no race. Just certain people just hate people, man. We all got to try to change it as a group. But
of course,
with the gaming thing, man, at least you lucky. You get to play games way before any of us do. So
right,
that is awesome. Man, I would love it. How you go about being a game tester? Because I see shit on Facebook hey, you be a game tester today. I'm like, yeah, but you don't really explain how.
Really explain it into detail, right?
Yeah.
Well, all right. Basically, you know how when you create a gamer tag and it says you can join to be an ambassador, but to be an ambassador, you can't have any restrictions on your account. You couldn't have gotten suspended. You couldn't have got banned, but then unbanned. You have to be perfect. You can't do anything bad to be an ambassador.
Well,
an ambassador
ain't been banned.
An ambassador is someone that helps players out that don't want to contact Microsoft support, right? Well,
how do you guys not know what ambassadors are? Well, you guys know that's the key point of the what do you call it? The preview program, right?
Yeah, but I ain't in the preview program because I heard it crashes the Xbox. Like I'm scared to do that.
I mean, you go into the preview program, you automatically get the the latest update of the system. But the ambassadors of the preview program are the ones who like you go to. Like they're like the ones they're like the emissaries of it. They're like the miniature basically that Xbox counselor that you go to when you have a problem.
So
and they're all over Xbox Live. You can just look them up. But like he says, getting to be one is a real pain in the ass because you have to be practically perfect on your record. So, for example, if you get reported or you've been banned or you've been or your reputation has been lowered in your history of your tag, they won't accept you.
I joined the ambassador when I was 15. That's when I first created my gamer tag, right? So they told me, they're like, do you want to be an ambassador to help other players, or do you want to be an ambassador to make your steps up to becoming a game beta tester, right? So I was like, I'd rather be a game beta tester than help players that I know that are not going to listen to me anyways. So I made my steps I made my steps up to becoming a game beta tester. So I had to prove myself. I had to prove them that I know and what I knew about games, how games should run, how game producing should run. And when I was 17, 2 years afterwards, they were like, okay, you have 1 more year left to prove yourself. So they gave me a game. It was like an indie game. I think it was N Plus or something like that. It was on the 360. I'm sure you guys know what N Plus is, right? So I used to
Who?
N Plus, the game for 360. It was like an indie game. You bounce up on wall. You bounce up on walls to get to like a certain objective. It was like
I never heard of that, bro.
Like a game company. It was like it was their first game, and they were testing out their role plays of coding and stuff. So they made like their first ever N Plus game. It was like $2 on Xbox 360. Well, anyways, I bought it, and they're like, test this game out. Let us know how you like it. Give us your feedbacks. Give us your reviews, and then in a short 10-minute video, record yourself and tell us how you and what you thought about the game. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. Let me just tell you one thing. N Plus was it was fun, but very retarded.
Okay.
Because when you jumped off a wall, you were a stick figure jumping off a wall trying to hit your objective, right? Well, every time I hit my objective, I would blow up. My stick figure would just randomly blow up. So I gave it, I don't even know if this is possible in gaming history, but I gave it a -1.
God, you pulled the X play. Look, he pulled the X play. Adam Sessler was definitely.
Yeah, I gave it a -1X, and I basically told him, I was like, you can either patent a project and throw it in the trash can, put it in a shredder, or just never forget it even existed. And I was like, and then Microsoft contacted me the next morning, and they're like, we liked your video. Thank you for the feedback. We're going to take N Plus off the market. I was like, yay, I did something good for the economy, finally. So they gave me the job when I turned 18 as a beta game tester, and they paid me to be a beta game tester. So, and then I told them that after a while I didn't want to. It just got it got boring because I had 1,500 games downloaded to my Xbox, and I was running out of storage space. I had 60 terabytes on my Xbox One. I was just running out of storage space there. You know what they told me? They were like, we're going to promote you to 2 positions. If you don't like it, you can go find you a different job that it's not paying you what we're paying you, or you can stick with the job because you know your shit. You know your shit. You know tech support. You know specialists, and you know games. You're very good at games. From the time I was 15 to the time I was 22, I reviewed, gave stars, gave my own opinion on over 5,000 video games.
God dang.
Wow.
Man, I've been gaming since the NES. I ain't got 5,000 video games.
Wow.
That was from 360 to Xbox One. 360, which had like over 2,500 games, which included normal 360 games and indie games, to Xbox One games. And the last one I just game tested before I got promoted to these two positions was Red Dead Redemption 2 and State of Decay 2.
Wow.
Shit,
I mean,
that's what's up, bro?
The cool thing about game testing is, I don't know if anyone out there knows this, maybe the people that actually do game test, they'll know. But once you get the game tested, you get to keep the game forever. You don't have to pay for it.
I figured that, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I figured that. You got to give you a purpose because you playing that soul game for X amount of hours, day in, day out. They should at least give it to you because you really can't play another game when you're testing.
Mhm.
Cause that's how, like a lot of those competition gamers do. Like them cats that saying like Call of Duty or Gears or whatever. That's
For
what you play.
For World War II, for the campaign, it took me 4 hours and 30 minutes to beat the game on hard.
All right, so
Now-
when it come out, damn, it ain't cool. I'm about to say we rolling together.
When it comes out, obviously, I'm license transferred with a friend of mine on Xbox, and he has World at War 2 now. Even though he's not a game tester, he's just a gamer on Xbox. That's all he is. He wanted a license transfer with me, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'm just going to warn you. I'm going to warn you. I have 1,500 games downloaded to my Xbox through digital downloads. I don't know if you know this, but when you go to look in your right install, instead of it saying 40 installs, it's going to say 1,500. Are you ready to download this much? And he's like, dude, I only have 1 terabyte. I was like, yeah, I'm going to send you some terabytes. So I got on eBay, I found a 60 terabyte external hard drive, and I sent it to him. He picked it up in his P.O. box, and he plugged it in his Xbox. Within the next, a couple of weeks later, he finally got all 1,500 games installed to his external hard drive. He was so happy because he got State of Decay 2, he got Red Dead Redemption 2, he got World at War 2, he got all these games that are not even out yet.
Well, I'm gonna give you my PO box. Send me this stuff, and we will be best friends forever.
Well, I mean,
Anybody go against you, they got to deal with me.
I feel like I'm part of the family already. Jeez.
Yeah. Nah, that's a good thing about this show, man. We all gamers, man.
We all gamers, man.
All jokes aside,
we
all gamers is about having fun. So,
and see, that's what that's what I was trying to that was one of the main goals in creating this show. I wanted everybody to voice their opinions out, and I want everybody to feel comfortable when they come here. I don't want them to feel like they're limited to voice their opinion, or limited to say, or feel like they gotta cut their opinion short because they're afraid of, you get what I'm saying? Like, I want everybody to feel comfortable, and even when we joke and have our little petty moment, I'll say our petty 30 minutes where we be petty, but other than that, we still stick to gaming. It's still circle around gaming, and that's what I try to hope to bring to my subscribers. I'm just trying to get all our voices heard, and I really appreciate you joining us, man. I really do.
Yeah, it's cool. And like I said, Heartless, man, he'll tell you, man, I ain't been doing this but for a little while, and I already feel like I'm a veteran. I feel good. I like coming in here and talking. It ain't like I got to jump over everybody and argue. We just talk.
Well, how about this?
You know, T
If you
Reaper
guys
killer though.
ever,
He gonna have us in trouble. But anyway,
if you guys ever need some game insiders or any questions about anything about the Xbox One, I'm not gonna really talk much about the X because I got some, you know. Thomas knows what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna share it.
He can't share that
Yeah, he
information.
can't share it. Gotcha.
I kind of already shared it on Twitter. So if you're following me on Twitter, you'll know where to find that information at, which I'm going to probably have to delete it in with the next 16 hours because I'll probably get in deep-ass trouble. But, you know what? You only live one life. Why not spread your wings and share the world what you know? But, you can't say everything. I've learned that. I've been
well,
fired.
let me ask you this. Since you bring this up about that, let me ask you this. Truly, is it worth it? Yes or no? That's all you gotta say. You gotta go in debt. Yes or no?
It's worth it for the people to know what's actually going on right now, versus not letting them know they get the Xbox X and then something happens. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say any more else about that. I mean, you'll find it if you're
okay.
Heartless. You're following me right now on Twitter. You just saw the exposure.
You know what,
right?
Harless? I need your Twitter account.
It's called.
I need all y'all Twitters.
Mine is Call of Duty Crew. It's one word. I've had it since World at War first came out. The original World at War. I've had it for that long.
Call of Duty Crew.
I have 1,000 followers. I'm basically the realest person you can imagine, gamer-wise, out there, other than you guys. I mean, you guys are gamers, you guys are YouTubers, but I mean, I'm a game tester. I tell you how it is. I'm not gonna lie to you about anything. Like, what's the point of lying? You're just gonna go in circles with someone, So, like I said, if you need questions about questions answered about anything out there, just tweet me. My Xbox gamer tag is Silent But Slowly. So, Silent But Slowly is my personal gamer tag, and then Silent But Deadly is my gamer tag. So,
all right. You friends with T Reaper?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll definitely get you from there. Cause,
yeah, we'll get you.
I got my boy T Reaper on my friend list.
So,
T Reaper though he won't play Destiny with you because he's running through it.
I don't have Destiny, anyways. I'm not a big fan of Destiny. Actually, when I game tested Destiny 2, I gave it a 4.
Oh, how can you give that campaign a 4? That's awesome. That's an awesome campaign. And I did it, and I capped myself in 12 hours. So come on.
Let me just say, I gave Destiny the King.
I'll give the multiplayer a 4. I'll give that a 4. Yeah.
I gave Destiny itself a 5 stars. But when I came to Destiny 2, I was like, if I die 20 times, I'm gonna give it a 4. If I die 0 times, I'm gonna give it a 5. So I went through the campaign, I died exactly fucking 25 times. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna break my controller. I just kept dying, I didn't know how to switch weapons. Like, it was like my first time ever playing Destiny 2, of course, because I was just game testing it, right? And at the end, I didn't even finish the game. I was like, you know what, fuck this. I'm just gonna end the game and play Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm done.
Red Dead, baby, Red Dead.
Let me just say, I gave Red Dead Redemption 2 a 6.
A 10.
A 2. I gave it, well, you can only go up to 5 in game testing, right. But I went to a 6 because it's overrated. It's amazing.
It was that good. So it's worth it. I'm excited for it, man. Yeah, I'm excited for it from off the trailer. Like I said, you weren't here in the beginning, but I was like, I never played the first one, but seeing the trailer, then hearing people talk about the original game, T Reaper and Heartless ruined it. But anyway, what's up, fellas? Love y'all. I'm going to go buy the first one probably. Probably after we get off this show, man. I might go and download it. They were like $10 backwards compact, and I'll start working through it. But I felt like I missed out on a very big piece of gaming history. So I'm definitely going to have to check that out.
In the beginning of the show, I'm sorry that I wasn't here. I was actually in 5 group chat on the phone with my bosses from Microsoft, and they were something happened today. Thomas knows because I told him about it.
Yeah.
If besides about what I'm about to say, Heartless, did you see what I tweeted on Twitter?
Yes, sir.
That
I
you
sure
liked?
did.
Okay. All right. Well, a little bit about that. Something happened to a Xbox One X earlier today, and it caught a wall on fire, and they had to put the fire out. Of course, I'm not going to say the person's name because then I'll get in deep trouble. But they're working on it. That's all I'm going to say.
Let me ask you this: is it going to affect the release date?
How about this? I will say it off the show. How about that? Or I'll tweet it to you. Follow me on Twitter.
Right. Because, damn, that's the case. Lord Jesus, I had to apologize to some dude because he was so reporting it early. Talking about it's going to miss his release date.
But I'm super sorry about not joining this show in the beginning.
Like I said, it's
all
all
good,
good. This is
man.
my
It's no
second
problem.
one.
No, it's no problem because I told him he was the phone call was important. So and it was important, and I can't wait to hear what you were actually on the phone on for about an hour talking about.
Right.
I mean, I don't mind telling you now. I just don't want people hating on me if I were to say it.
No, that's fine. No, we can talk about it later. That's cool.
I also had to take my cancer medicine, so that was fun.
Oh shit, bro!
Oh, damn, man.
I wasn't gonna talk about it.
Is
but
it
then
is it treatable? Just to know,
no,
doing good.
no, definitely not treatable.
Oh, man.
Thomas knows all about it. It's actually going downhill very fast.
Damn.
Well, I'm definitely saying prayer for you tonight, bro.
Definitely,
Like I
definitely.
said, I believe in prayer, so I got you.
It's a stage 4, so
I'm so sorry to hear that.
I'm sure.
Man. Definitely gonna keep you in my prayers, buddy, and I'm actually glad I was able to meet you and have you on the show.
I mean, I'm hoping that I can go on more shows with you guys, of course. My schedule right now is I'm going out to see T Reaper on Monday. Bought a house out where he lives, and he's gonna move in with me, and we're gonna bunk. And then we have, let's see, you know what GameCon is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well
That's in what? That's normally in Boston, ain't it?
No,
Gamescom?
that's in LA.
Well, they're having.
Okay. But what's the one that goes to Boston?
That's a PAX
That's
East.
my brother went there.
That's PAX East.
Okay, PAX East. All right. Gotcha.
So they're having a GameCon. I mean, I don't know how many people are watching this show right now, but they're having a GameCon out in Los Angeles, November 9th through the 18th. And Mr. Thomas here got invited to go because of me. He's a guest with me. So he gets free airfare, free food, free hotel stay in a penthouse, and he gets to meet Phil Spencer and Bill Gates. And I'm pretty excited for him. Like, you know, a lot of gamers want to meet newer people, bigger people, the inspirational people, but they never get a chance to, right? Because you don't know that person. You're not going to be able to get near him because security's going to probably hit you with a baton or taser the shit out of you. So,
oh shit.
But when you have a friend, a part of Microsoft, not because he applied online and he had to wait 20 hours or 48 hours to get a callback. No, I didn't have nothing like that. I didn't have to apply for nothing. I got in because I was an ambassador. That was it. And I had the ambition to learn new goals and to have strategies of what to know about games, and I just did. I got a job to be a game tester. It was amazing. You know, I was working from home. I sold my couch. I got me a futon, that turns into a couch and a bed. So I had
Best
fun.
of both worlds.
Yeah, right.
You know what?
He's also got a lot of cars.
Switch. Look,
He's also got a lot
he
of
got
cars.
a Nintendo Switch of couches. The Nintendo Switch.
You're a fool, man. You're a fool, man.
Let me just say this. If you met me in person, you'd be like, Kyle, you're the nicest guy out there. Because I am. I give back to the people. I give back to all my friends on Xbox. I'm not like any gamer out there where they'll say, oh yeah, I'm going to give you a money trap on GTA 5. And all you have to do is add me. But then when you get to my lobby, I'm just going to DDoS your accounts and then you're not going to get no money. No, I'm not that type of guy. The guy I am...
Let me ask you this. Do you got a Patreon? Do you ask for money?
He doesn't have to ask for money.
Yeah.
By the way, for people that's watching, listening, support Chris Simmons' Patreon. I'm gonna set it up. Never. But anyway. Oh shit! No, that was a bad joke.
I mean, I'll donate 500 G's if you want me to. I'm fine with that.
Hell no, man. I ain't got no Patreon. I'll just bullshit. That was one of the things, man. Like I said, we do this before, man. I'm not.
I know. Like
if I was into that Patreon shit, I would have done that day one when I did my first video 7 months ago. Hey, give me a Patreon, give me money. You know what I mean? But for people that's got it, that's cool. You know, that's you do you.
But no, like what I was saying was like I give back to the gamers. Like I have, I have like 500 friends on my Xbox. I used to have 1,500 friends, but I deleted people because they got so freaking annoying. I only add people because I feel sorry for them because they don't have a friend to talk to on Xbox. So that's the only reason why I add people. Because I sometimes I get lonely because I play Rainbow Six Siege and
piece, man. That's what Xbox Live is all about. It's all about socializing.
It's social. I ain't gonna lie, man. Sometimes I get up there and just instead of playing games, I get up there and just be talking with people and shit, man. That should be fun.
So what I started doing was I started making tournaments on like GTA 5. I love GTA 5. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but at the same time, I can't play it for like 9 hours a day like certain gamers can. It gets boring. First off, I don't want to get killed. I don't want to get killed in the game.
BC Rivers.
Who?
And that's one of our true fans out there, man. Our true listeners out there. He's one of the supporters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's one of the
What
supporters. Up? What's up, BC? Shout out to my number one supporter.
I don't think he like Nintendo Switch.
But like, I give money to people for like surprises and giveaways, and I used to work for Rockstar, but I quit working for Rockstar, so I still have like some shark cards like left, to give out. And I was like, you know what? For the people that aren't begging me, I'm gonna give that money to them. Because if you're gonna beg me, there's no point in me really giving it to you because that's all you really care about. You don't care about being my friend. All you care about is the money. And I hate that. I hate being stereotyped just because I have money.
I tell you what, Grand Theft Auto, that's a lot of people be up there doing that mess. Be like, here's your friend, I give you this and that. I'm like, okay.
All right, so this is a story, a very short story I'm going to tell you guys probably before the show ends. Actually, Thomas don't even know this. I went... Thomas knows what I bought today, of course. I bought me a Lamborghini Huracan. I left the Lamborghini dealer shop today, alright? And I was on my way back home. And I was at a red light. So, a couple of cop cars behind me. I didn't really care. I'm not a big fan of cops. My brother's a cop, but whatever. There was this homeless guy sitting on the little curb there where the light for the turning light is. He was sitting there. He wasn't holding a sign, but I knew that if he had a sign, he would be holding it, right? But he didn't have nothing. All he had was his backpack. and a skateboard that looked pretty beat up, right? So I started thinking to myself, I was like, he don't have a job, but I'm sure if he had a sign, people would be giving him money. He probably would go spend on cigarettes and beer. Probably not even try to get himself cleaned up and stuff. So I thought to myself, I was like, well, why don't I just help him out? Why don't I, I always help other people out. Why can't I just help him out? So I had my checkbook with me. I told the guy, just, don't walk away from me. Just stay right there. Like, I had my convertible down, so I just told him to stay right there. I put my car in, like, flashing lights in the left lane. So I get out of my car. The cop car, the guy didn't know what I was doing, so he turned on his lights and got out of his truck. He's like, sir, what are you doing? I was like, I'm helping this homeless guy out. He's like, you can't do that right here. I was like, you want to bet? So he shut up, got back in his truck, and just sat in his truck with his lights on. I was like, okay, whatever. I went over to the guy, and I was like, how long have you been homeless for? He's like, 6 months. So you've been without a home, but now looking for money, looking for food, looking for ways to survive. Must be pretty hot out here on you, right? He's like, yeah. I was like, I help people out all the time, and I would love to help you out today. Now, if I do help you out, do you mind making a big promise for me? He's like, yeah, sure. I was like, if I give you money, if I help you out, you promise me that you will go get yourself cleaned up, go shave, go get a job, put this money that I'm going to give you, go put it in the bank, open up a bank account. Of course, you're going to have to make payments per month, but it's not that much. It's like $5 a month because, you're older than the age of 25. You're not a student in college anymore. So, of course, you're going to have to pay, a little bit of money, but that's fine. They're not going to take out $50 a month or anything. $5. I told him, I was like, go get a job. Go shave. Go clean up, get a haircut. Go get a job. Go buy you an apartment. Go buy you a house. Go do something with your life. I don't want to see you out here begging for food, begging for money, which I know you can actually go shave, clean yourself up, and go get your job. He's like, okay. I was like, all right, give me 1 second. I went back to my car, grabbed my checkbook, and I wrote him a check for $50,000. I signed my name at the bottom of the check.
Wow.
I went back over to him. I was like, before I give you this check, do you sincerely promise me that you will do something with this check instead of just buying booze and buying cigarettes and buying
shit,
drugs?
$50,000. That's a lot of booze.
Yeah.
Right. Right. But anyways, I got back in. When I got back in my car, everyone, even the cops, were like cheering me on. Someone like recorded it. They said they were gonna put it on YouTube, but I looked all over YouTube. I didn't see it yet. I don't care about the fame. Yeah, I could be a game tester. Yeah, I could be working for Microsoft. But I don't want to be famous working at Microsoft. I've created several games out there. I hope create a lot of games for Sledgehammer, for Rockstar, for Bungie, for 243. I've created a lot of the games out there. I've helped create a lot of games. I helped create a lot of characters out there. I'm sure you've heard of rumors about GTA 6. Yes, GTA 6. They're not going to tell the public yet, but on GTA 6 is coming out August 21st of 2020. People say, is it coming out 2018? Well, no, because you know how long it takes for Rockstar to build a game.
Make a game.
Yeah.
And make a game and design the game and design the characters. So once I told one person about GTA 6, they obviously told everyone on Xbox. So everyone decided to add me and send me messages about, can you switch your character over to GTA 6? Can you bring your cars? Yes. The only thing that's different about GTA 6 versus GTA 5, GTA 5 is just one, little tiny map whereas GTA 6 is a worldwide map.
Mm.
And
That's
instead of
what's
GTA 5 is I think 55 gigabyte download, whereas GTA 6 is 100 gigabyte download.
I believe that. I definitely believe that.
So, like I said, when I started talking to you guys on the show, if you have any game you want me to share with you guys, anything at all, just ask me. If you want to do a show about it, you want me to tell your audience, you want me to tell your viewers, your visitors, I don't care. I got nothing to hide, guys. I really don't. Like, I don't lie about anything. I'm very straightforward, very straight honest. Thomas will let you know that. Right now, I'm just, because of my health, I'm just trying to take one step at a time. One day at a time. Because I don't know if I'll be alive tomorrow or alive the next day. You just never know. Like the other night, I got really sick, and I was throwing up blood, and it was really gruesome, and it was actually last night.
Guys. It was really scary, guys.
It was last night, and I was going through depression, and I was thinking about killing myself, and it just, it got to me. It's like, Kyle, you got everything you've ever wanted. Why would you even think about killing yourself?
I'm gonna tell you this: you take it one day at a time, man. Because I got off work yesterday. Yeah, day before yesterday morning. Got off in the morning, and my neighbor's house went ablaze. Just thank God they weren't home. Him and his girlfriend, they were at their jobs, but out the blue, they just got it. Fixing it up, doing stuff around the yard. They got a farm over there, had the animals, and just poof. I'm in the shower, I'm smelling shit burning. I'm like, is my house on fire? And I go outside, and next thing you know, that house is on fucking fire. Everything, total loss. So you take it every day at a time, whether it's your health or whatever. You live for the day, man. You treat people right, you do right by people, and that's how I carry it anyway, man. Shit. I talk a little shit, but at the end of the day, I treat people the way I want to be treated. And like I said, one day at a time. That's what it's about.
Absolutely. Dad, we are now at the 2-hour mark, and we're going to conclude the podcast, our show. I hope to have Star Gaming again back for another episode. As always, this is Heartless, and this is MAG, More About Gaming. Hopefully we will be back next week and the following week, but we might have a schedule change depending on our members' availability. But I would definitely keep you guys posted. Does anybody has anything extra y'all want to say before I cut off the cutoff switch?
No, just thanks, Heartless. We appreciate it, and game on. Hope everybody has a pleasant weekend.
Yeah,
I got a little bit to say. Well, go ahead, finish out, then I'm gonna wrap it up.
All right, thanks for letting me join. I will the following week, not this coming week, the following week after next week. I will be out of town for 10 days. I'm going to LA on a business / personal trip to LA. It will be my second trip after, I'm leaving next month, October 10th for LA. No, that's not for GameCom. GameCom is November 19th through the 18th. So I'm leaving for LA next month, and then leaving again for LA November. So I'm going to try to make it your following week's show, but if I can't, Thomas will fill you in on everything that's going on. So.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Right. I'm pretty sure Heartless keep the invite open, because like I said, since I know him, like I said, he gave me the invite, gave me the chance, and like I said, T Reaper been doing it for a minute, him Heartless, so I'm pretty sure the invite is always gonna be there. As long as you willing and everything's good, it's all good. But me personally, I'm just gonna say this. Like I said in my last 2 videos at the end, y'all to the gamers. You know what I'm saying? I know YouTube is fun. We go here, we hear the news, we hear rumors, we hear everybody's opinion. But at the end of the day, you make up your own mind, man. And to like say everybody that went out and they bought the X and they stayed with Xbox thick and thin, I support y'all, salute y'all, and like I say, let's keep it gaming. And no matter what platform, but make up your own mind. Whether you listen to us and we talk up Xbox or whatever, or whoever you listen to, you make up your own mind at the end of the day because you spending your money. At the bottom line, make sure you happy, you satisfied, and I'm good, man. With that, it's Crazy Simmons, man. I'm good. What's up, Heartless, Team Reaper, whatever y'all want to do.
Absolutely. All right, people. This is Heartless over and out. Closing the stadium. MAG. More about gaming. We always on here at 9 o'clock. So everyone have a blessed night, and I'm out of here. Peace.
Cool. Peace.